Hello, I built this office space last year. It's where I do all my editing and where I record a podcast, which I co-host with two other makers. I'm really happy with the space. I've got a few things in here. I've got a hand, I've got a very well drawn pasty sign, and I've got an amplifier for all the instruments I can't play. But I just feel like it needs something else. So it all starts with some parts from an old garden table. Just give the ends a quick trim, and then it's over to the thicknesser to tidy up some of those faces, give them a younger, fresher look. Younger, fresher look for wood, what am I waffling on about? Anyway, can I get some of that action? This is probably the most used tool in my workshop, the table saw. I love it. Just thinning down the timber now, getting it down to final dimensions. So I'm just going to cut some slots at the front of here, which will hold the opaque acrylic at the front of the sign. This little rebate I'm creating now will hold the plywood at the back of the light. Now it's onto the miters. You've got to love a mitre, right? So some of the more successful YouTube videos out there, the YouTubers like to incorporate a story into their videos. So here goes. Once upon a time, there was a guy who lived in Lincolnshire. Liked making things, not always out of wood, and liked videoing those things. Oh, that's a bit of a boring story, isn't it? A little bit slow paced. I was going for a slow pace anyway. I don't need any of that fake jeopardy. I mean, do you like this pace? Do you like this video?
That looks a bit rubbish.
Yeah, thanks, Haavard. Let's liven things up a little with some shots of the laser cutting the acrylic. Okay, that's enough of that. Now everybody's awake. Let's start assembling. So I think glue-ups are up there with one of the most stressful things in a man's life. Like driving tests and public speaking. That being said, this glue-up went pretty well. I think I'm going to give it 7, 8 out of 10. What do you think?
Maybe 2 out of 10.
Harsh, but okay, let me try harder. I'm going to add some splines using this jig. Unfortunately, I lost the footage of me actually using this jig, so you're going to have to take my word for it. So here's the splines, just little pieces of walnut put into the corners for that bit of extra strength and detail. That's got to have upped the out of 10 marks, surely.
2 out.
Oh well, you can't please everybody. I like it anyway, I think it's looking great. Goes without saying that I sanded it, but nobody needs to watch me sand something. I then finished it with 2 coats of Osmo. Other brands are available. Those splines look good, don't they? So So a few blobs of super glue, a cocktail stick, and it's almost there. So I've just added some cheap self-adhesive LEDs, which I got from eBay. I think it was at this stage I started to realise, did I really need something for the office? And the answer is no. What I really need to do is to make things. And I also need 2 friends to talk to every week and to record a podcast with. That's what's important. Hello and welcome to Number 1 Crude Mistakes podcast with myself Glenn from Number 1 Projects, KJ from Crude But Efficient, and Haavard from Behind the Mistakes. How are you doing, guys?